heading south, southern Indiana, to do the Knobstone Trail, which is a 58-mile trail. We're going to do about half of it, and you can see Jaden is once again extremely excited to hike. Well, we're back here in the deep woods off planting our caches. You can kind of see the black plastic garbage bag. That's our cache, and then what we're doing is we're marking it on the GPS. But we're about here's the train we're going to be in. This will be our last cache and probably the most important one for our second night, because it's got our food resupply and Jaden's dog food in it. So I want to make sure we don't lose this one. But well, this is a cultural stop here. We're way down in southern Indiana, about 15 miles from Kentucky. I wanted to stop here and just show you exactly what we'll be hiking in and what we'll be driving around in here today. But this is the neighborhood. Well, we have parked the car. This is the Leota trailhead on the Knobstone Trail. You can see it's a gorgeous day. There's a white blaze. That's the trail, goes right through there. That's where we're going to finish. 2 days and change from now, probably. And that'll be a nice sight. Hopefully the car will still be there. Pack is fully loaded. You can see it. It's got probably weighs about 50 pounds. We got so much water. And here's Jaden's little pack and our trekking poles. But we'll get our ride back to the Jackson Road trailhead and we'll start this hike. Oh, there goes my ride. We're in it now. Because my car is 25 miles that way. Well, we are now hiking. Actually, we're not quite on the Knobstone Trail. This is the trail from the Jackson Road trailhead over to the trail. But we're getting our Jaden's putting the brakes on. We're getting our first glimpse of the steepness of the terrain. We've reached the intersection of the actual trail. That's the Knobstone Trail sign. That's actually not the trail. The trail goes up there. And then there's the trail to the Jackson Road trailhead, and we're heading this way. Well, we've reached a bit of a dilemma. There's where the trail came from. That's where it goes, up that hill. And this may not look like much to a person, but Jaden's sitting here with his pack and his booties, wondering, how am I going to get across that bridge? So we're going to see how this works.
Go, step out there. There you go. You could help me, puppy. Smooth.
Well, we've reached our first road crossing. That's where we came from. We're at about the 9-mile mark. So we're making pretty good time. I don't know what time it is, but this is where our first water cache is. Yeah. Oh, here it is. There it is. Well, we have water again. Well, that is Louisville, Kentucky, about 20 miles away. Oh, we're at about mile 9.7, I think. Check out what we're hiking on. Not sure if you can see how steep that is. Here's the trail, and then It's the same over there. You can kind of see behind me, you know, what we're hiking in. We're in the deep woods off Blair Witch Project. Deliverance. Pick your theme area of the forest. Well, this is our first campsite on the Knobstone Trail. Obviously not much here. It's a very small space, but it's flat. It is a scenic overlook. This is our little spot of the world tonight. That's my little sitting tree so far. That's one of the two worst things so far. I've got no place to sit or set anything up, which is a real pain. Everything's down on the ground. And I forgot my spork. And that's a real pain. You don't realize how important that little utensil is for everything until you don't have it. Well, I'm just sitting here against my tree. Jaden's hanging. But look at, here's the trail. Well, it's about 6:30, and this is in the first course for our dinner. So in the category of you're sitting out here in the dirt with no utensils, this is not a bad way to eat. We are. This is my Packet Gourmet Ostinacious tortilla soup. This is the first course, and then what you do is once that gets boiling and cooks for a while, they've got dehydrated cheese, which we'll put in there. They give you tortilla shells to put in there. They actually give you lime, believe it or not, and Tabasco. All of that comes in this pack. Well, I lit a little tiny fire. It was really windy even just a few minutes ago, and it is bone dry, and I think there's actually a fire ban. But I figure a little tiny mini fire like that probably won't do too much harm. So we're just hanging. We're just settling in. Jaden's really tired. I'm really tired. So we'll probably eat dinner here, and it's about 7 o'clock, I think. Probably in another hour it'll be really dark, and we'll just hang for a while. Probably read in there a little bit, and then head to bed. As soon as we head out this morning, just past the camp, it drops down, straight down to the bottom of this. And literally, not even 2/10 of a mile is the road, which is at the very base of this. So we've got a steep descent first thing this morning. And then right on the other side of the road, we climb up one of these because the other side of the road is just as high as this. So should be a fun start to the morning, get our heart beating a little bit. Well, this is the technique I'm having to use with the Tex-Mex skillet today. Jaden's waiting patiently for his breakfast. I forgot my spork, so we're using the lid to the, can't really stir it, but I'm using the lid to the titanium kettle as a spatula. You can see Jaden is once again liking the Tex-Mex skillet. Here's what it looks like, by the way. But he's even moving this bowl around. And these have a non-stick bottom on them. Let's get this day started, pup. Well, this gives you, well, number one, an idea of how pretty it is here, but also an idea of the terrain we're hiking in here. Pretty severely steep, and you know, the wonderful, you can't tell how steep that is, it's really steep. The wonderful part about this is we're going to have to walk up one just this steep on the other side. Can't wait. They don't want this day to start easy. We're at the 11-mile mark and it's steep. Look at this. Not a bad day for hiking, is it? This is what they throw at you. You know, that looked pretty easy, but You should have seen what I had to do to get Jaden across it. And in case you're wondering, yes, I did have to do that hill twice. And our last water cache is about 150 yards up there, and it also has our food for tonight, and most importantly, it has my wine supply for tonight. So, well, this is the near as I can tell, the fine art of caching supplies. This is the important one that has the food and all the beverages and snacks and Jaden's dog food. Here's what's left of the cache. 2 gallons of water, ton of food, snacks, dog food. Jaden's pack is the heaviest it's ever been. He's carrying a bunch of dog food and I think 2 liters of water. My pack's by far the heaviest it's been because I had a whole bunch. Got 8 liters of water in mine. This is the last water we're going to have for the entire trip. So I think we'll have plenty, but it means my pack probably weighs, my guess is over 50 pounds right now, because I've also got dog food in there and probably enough food for a week, but I didn't want to throw it. I kind of had a run-in with a thorn bush when I was taking care of the cache, so. Yeah, how stupid is that, huh? Get to do that hill twice. For a lot more effort. Well, we're on a brutal long climb after mile 21 in the North Branch Valley. You probably can't tell. Oh, maybe you can. This is a climb that's been going on about a half a mile. We're nowhere near the end. Well, I thought this was a little green stick, but he's not. Ooh. Oh, I don't think he liked that very much. Well, this is our Jaden's found his spot for the night. This is where we're going to stay night number 2. Well, we made it to our second night camp. It's an absolutely beautiful spot. I've got a little bit of wine, but I've got a bee in there. I've got to figure out how to get out. He's having a very good time. We're a little short on water. This is for Jaden. Like Jaws. Was that good? Jaden's a little, we're both a little tired. But we got a beautiful campsite and we're just kind of relaxing. Doing our cheese spread and getting ready for our Mountain House beef stroganoff, I think. We're just kind of, we're just hanging, waiting for the sun to go down and get to hiker midnight, which is basically when it gets dark, and we'll probably go to bed. We're probably going to get up pretty early, maybe before the sun even comes up, and get packed up and head out. We got 2 miles to go right back behind the camera there. Well, sun's just coming up on day number 2, and we're getting ready to head out. We've got about 2 miles to the car. You can kind of see the early morning sun here. But pretty good night. We're out of water. We're both really thirsty, so we want to get back to the car and get something to drink. But it should be about an hour back to the car, and we'll be done with these with the Knobstone Trail this time. So we got about a quarter mile to go, and I don't know if you can see it. I think that's where the car is, way up there. I think that's our last quarter mile. But look at what we're hiking in here this morning. It's beautiful, but they're killing us on the last climb here. But the car's up there, and so's the water. Well, after a brutal climb, a sight for sore eyes. There's the car, and it's still there. Oh, we made it. So you too, if you want to do this, can be out in the woods for 3 days and be dirty and thirsty and tired. But we made it. We can get some water and relax for a minute and then head home. Great hike.